Well, Seymour, I made it, despite your directions.
Ah, Superintendent Chalmers, welcome. I hope you're prepared for an unforgettable luncheon.
Yeah.
Oh, ye gods! My roast is ruined! But what if I were to purchase fast food and disguise it as my own cooking? Delightfully devilish, Seymour.
Seymour!
Superintendent, I was just stretching my calves on the windowsill. Isometric exercise. Care to join me?
Why is there smoke coming out of your oven, Seymour?
Oh, that isn't smoke. It's steam. Steam from the steamed clams we're having. Mmm, steamed clams.
Ooh.
Superintendent, I hope you're ready for mouth-watering hamburgers.
I thought we were having steamed clams.
No, I said steamed hams. That's what I call hamburgers.
You call hamburgers steamed hams?
Yes, it's a regional dialect.
Uh-huh. What region?
Upstate New York.
Really? Well, I'm from Utica, and I've never heard anyone use the phrase steamed hams.
Oh, not in Utica. No, it's an Albany expression.
I see. You know, these hamburgers are quite similar to the ones they have at Krusty Burger.
Oh, no. Patented Skinner Burgers. Old family recipe.
For steamed hams.
Yes.
Yes, and you call them steamed hams despite the fact they are obviously grilled.
You know, one thing I should... Excuse me for 1 second.
Of course.
Oh, well, that was wonderful. Good time was had by all. I'm pooped.
Yes, I should be. Good Lord, what is happening in there?
Aurora Borealis.
What's up, everybody? This is Phil from Zade Comics, and we are back with another episode on this Monday night. It is 9 p.m. Central Time over here in Chicago, and just like every other Monday night, we're here for the hard line. And thank you, everybody in the chat who is here. We got a lot of people. Thank you, guys. If you guys are tuning in for the first time, please hit that like and subscribe down below. We are on our way to 800 subs for the channel, trying to get to 1,000 this year. That would be amazing. We got Aaron in the chat. What's up, brother? Eric, a bunch of people here. My boy Dan Dahl, Sim is in the chat as well. Brian Kriskow, everybody, Mr. Von Stugel, Jay Dalla, Jay Money. Rob the Replicator left because he wasn't the first one here. I saw that. But without further ado, we got some guys waiting in the back. We got a lot to talk about today. And of course, it wouldn't be a hardline stream. I'm only one half of...
Who are those guys?
Your brothers?
No. Yes!
You're beginning to get on my nerves. Who are those guys?
I couldn't do that. Could you do that? How can they do that? Who are those guys?
They fucking Diaz brothers!
Brandon Diaz. Welcome. You're muted, but that's okay. You're still muted.
I was gonna do the brother, your brothers no, and then yes.
Yeah,
but I was muted apparently.
yeah.
I didn't know.
You were muted. You're muted. But
That's
we got a
okay,
full
next
house today in the chat. A lot of people. Pentacle is here. Ronnie Wright, Ronnie Wright, King of the Squibs.
Mm.
Some great new faces, new names.
King of the Squibs.
And of course, joined by some other Hardline boys, Mark Middleton.
What's up, guys?
What's up? And Edwin Acevedo. What's up, brother?
What's going on, guys?
Nothing much, man. Just chilling. It's a new week. And you know, we've been packing, sending out books all last week, packing, getting Magic Hop out to people, and it's so cool to see people posting pictures and stuff. It's really cool. So that's what we've been doing.
You know what's weird? Oh no, I thought this was a roll of toilet paper back here. It's a paper towel roll.
Oh, thanks for sharing that.
I thought it was a roll of toilet paper. I thought it was going to be funny, but it turned out to be the less funny paper towel roll.
Paper towel roll. Yeah. Eric Hutfels in the chat says furries. Yeah, there's the title of the stream is Furries. Don't be alarmed.
I was not aware of this.
Yeah, this is a crazy happenstance that happened this weekend. We'll get into it, everybody. Just calm down. We'll get to it. Okay. Or, you see furries and you get excited. But check this out. This is what's been popping up on Twitter. You guys been seeing people posting their lots of Magic Hop 2.
Very nice.
Mm-hmm.
This is the best part of fulfillment is seeing people post pictures. So if you guys are in the chat, you get any books at all, not just Magic Hop, post them on social media, tag the creator because it's so cool to see people get this. And this was actually Robert Romano. He was backer number 1 of Magic Hop 2, so we sent him something special. Do you have one of those, Brandon?
I do.
Check this out. So we sent him a special Magic Hop cassette tape holder, would you call it? Case?
Yeah, it's a case.
Cassette tape case with a kick-ass Magic Hop pinup that Brandon did.
Pretty sweet.
Yeah, got art on it.
Yeah.
He could hold his Magic Hop trading cards inside of your sketch cards or whatever.
Yeah, we threw the trading cards in there. So that was pretty cool. So special. Let's see. Furries, this is the episode, my second episode of Hardline, Phil. I'm sorry, Ronnie. I'm sorry to spring this on you. But we'll talk about some things before then. Yeah, like I said, hit that subscribe button, guys. We're gonna move on with the show. A lot to talk about, a lot to get to this week. I mean, let's just get to the furry topic, I guess.
I guess
we have to talk about it. So this weekend, I was working my day job at the greatest arcade in the world, and so this is Brandon and I have been working there for like 10 years, right? Oh, we got Michael Beacon is in the chat now. What's up, Michael?
Oh, there he is.
What is that, Michael?
What's happening here?
Michael's getting skinny and he's getting.
Did you get a haircut?
Is your hair falling out?
Yeah, at like specific 1 inch intervals. It's crazy. It's just like I'm balding. Just it's like retracting into my head.
Oh, I thought it was.
We can barely recognize you anymore.
Yeah,
ponytail.
I think he's de-aging. He's got that Benjamin.
Where's the buff Beacon? Right now, you're starting to look skinny like Shane.
Yeah, I'm withering away, Benjamin Button style.
You've got that youthful glow now from this new woman, I hear.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody please send over some burgers to Beacon's house. Let's fan him up.
Steamed ham.
Get him back on his, the swole diet,
Hashtag burgers for Beacon.
You look good, Beacon. It's good to have you here. Now, I don't know if you're a fan of furries, Beacon. What would you say if I asked you, are you a fan of furries?
I would say burn them all.
It's a little excessive. So the arcade that we work for houses a lot of
Holy Eric.
A wide diverse group of individuals that come play arcade games. What did Eric Huffel say?
Does Michael have AIDS?
That is the secret to weight loss, I hear.
That's what I heard.
My secret to weight loss.
That's what I heard. So yeah, so a lot of people come into this arcade, including they have different meetups. Brandon, remember back in the day when we used to have raves at the arcade? Ace would have been all about that.
Yeah,
back in his rave days. But yeah, we had raves. Ladies would come in with their furry boots that were neon colors.
Right.
There was a lot of cat ears.
Gloves with the lights in the fingertips.
Yeah,
They're doing a lot of this.
lots of people doing. Well, I don't know if we could. Lots of shady stuff going on at those raves, and but now instead of raves, you have furry meetups on some days, specific days out of the month. I had never experienced this. I've worked there for years, and this was my first time. So I had to get some pictures, and here's a photo from that furry meetup as I was leaving work. And yeah, as you can see, there's a wolf guy here, and I thought this was a hyena, right? So I asked the young lady, "Are you a hyena?" She said, "No, she's a hyena deer."
A deer hyena.
Right. Well, she said hyena deer.
Right.
Do you see why I say to burn them all?
Deer hyena flows better, I think. They're not where. What's up with the feet? They have regular human feet.
Well, yeah, I don't know. This is mid-transformation. Who knows?
The illusion is ruined here, I think.
Yeah, I burn these ones especially. They're not even trying.
Yeah, the shorts and the regular human feet.
People saying I'll regret the photo.
Well, guys, the Hardline had a good run. I would just like to thank all the Hardline members who refused to be on here. Sim, Passion, Shane, Adam AF, Joe Ball. They completely denounced this stream. And everything that Soul is doing is not Hardline approved in any way, shape, or form.
I figured one of the other chances I'm ever going to be able to get a photograph with a furry. So I said YOLO, right? You know, put the shades on, pose for the photo. I don't know what this one's hands doing down here, but I wasn't complaining. You know what I'm saying?
You can't rule this out though, because I would say at least 2/3 of the art commission audience out there are your furries. So as an artist, you got to treat them kindly.
Yeah, the furries have deep furry pockets, you know, they're like fuzzy pockets, very deep pockets.
And those pockets, the contents of those pockets can be yours if you just burn them.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't stick my hand in those pockets.
Yeah.
That's why you just do it via PayPal.
There you go.
Zelle or whatever. No.
That's what I did this weekend. I also wanted to point out that we have this new beautiful spinning magic cup in the corner.
Oh.
As you can see in the top right corner of the stream there, courtesy of StreamYards. So everybody pick yourself up a magic cup from Magic Cup 2 campaign. Check that out. All right, let's get on to movie news, guys. I saw this today. A few weeks ago, we went over and talked about the Venom trailer. Venom 2, what's it called? Venom, Let There Be Carnage. Carnage is going to be in it. I thought the trailer was good. Ace hated it, of course.
Yeah, he hates symbiotes.
Right, he hates symbiotes. And yeah, so this might, I don't know if you're here, Ace. Let us know if this swayed you.
Yeah, I agree with Beacon. Burn them.
Thanks, brother.
The parasites.
Burn the symbiotes.
Yeah, burn them all. You know.
So here, J. Jonah Jameson is going to be in the movie. Back, J.K. Simmons is back reprising the role. Ace, what do you think about this? Does this pull you back into the Venomverse?
No.
Not even J.K. Simmons can do it. The voice
Not
of
even J.K.
Farmers Insurance.
He was Commissioner Gordon one time also. He's already dealt with a symbiote though, right? Wasn't he in Spider-Man 3?
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, so he's already dealt with Venom.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder how they're going to play this.
Yeah,
They're probably going to
Venom.
do bald J. Jonah Jameson like they've been doing recently.
Yeah, well, didn't they do that in the last Spider-Man movie? Wasn't he?
Right. And he was just bald.
Yeah, that was kind of sad.
Yeah, it was really weird.
Just give him a hairpiece, man.
They're just trying to be different.
John Travolta's been doing it for 40 years.
Yeah, for sure. But I don't know. JJ's coming back. I like it. Maybe we'll see his son too. What was his name? What's his son's name? JJ Jr.?
Yeah.
John Jameson.
Right.
John Jameson.
The werewolf.
Local American hero and astronaut. So this
Slash
is cool.
werewolf.
Slash werewolf. I think that's a cool step for the Venom series, getting that back into getting that actor back on the big screen.
Wasn't
what do you
it
got for
delayed?
I think just a couple of weeks. It says it's coming out in October. That's still this fall.
And isn't that technically the beginning of fall anyway?
Yeah, people are talking about Man Wolf in the chat.
Man Wolf.
I agree with Brian.
Yeah, he does such a great job.
There's so many nerds in the chat.
Yeah, we appreciate all the nerds in the chat for being here. Let's see. Brian Kriskow, creator of Six Gun Gorilla, the awesome comic book. I had zero interest in this movie before, but now I'm curious just to see Simmons as JJ again. Yeah.
There was a late season Simpsons episode that had J.K. Simmons in it as J. Jonah Jameson, and the writing was just so bad, and the jokes just went on, and it was so horrible. It made me feel bad.
Yeah, what season was this?
I don't know, but it was late.
Well, that makes sense that it was bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, it was so bad. I recently saw it, and it made me feel very sad inside for The Simpsons and for J.K. Simmons.
We got Randy Siplin in the chat. Seemingly only came into this stream because he saw the title Furries. And I appreciate that.
Hey man, I'm telling you, they're 2/3 of your audience. There's a meme in the private chat of this thing showcasing.
Everybody in CG is always trying to reach out, right? Outside of CG into other communities and pull people in. Get more people in the community. I say, why not furries?
Because that's a slippery slope. First you allow the furries in, then you allow the foot fetish freaks in. Then it becomes a whole freak show.
Here we go. Explain this meme to me, Brandon.
Stop it now.
It's hilarious.
Explain
That's
it.
the explanation. It's always controlled by people with large sums of money. Throughout the eons, monarchs, then it went to eccentric millionaires, and now it's suspiciously wealthy furries. There was a question when I looked up suspiciously wealthy furries minutes ago to find this meme. There was a question on Quora, and the question was, why is it that every furry I meet seems to be suspiciously wealthy?
It's the devil's money.
Are they the new Italian aristocrats commissioning like the Michelangelo and the David?
It's the Renaissance.
All crack it. He'll crack it. Dan in the chat says he refuses furry money.
You just do it for free.
Hail Dan.
That's okay. You don't
Finally, somebody with sense in the chat. You know, ever since Brandon became a big time artist, you know, he started raking in that dough. He's just like lost his mind, you know. Furry art now, and just can't co-sign this, Brandon.
If you really need the money that badly, just do some really degenerate hentai, and there you go. It's the same, you know, equally wealthy audience.
Yeah,
exactly. I hate the weebs, but at least you know, you can do business with them.
Yeah,
they're not complete degenerates.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of degeneracy and criminal activity, Brandon brought up this great meme. Well, I don't know if this is a meme. This is like a fact, right?
Yeah, I would call this more of an infographic.
Yeah, those are really old. That's like what memes used to be, right?
Right. Yeah, that's where it started.
So we're from Chicago. There's a big crime rate in Chicago. No one really taught me this, Brandon. There's a lot of muggings that happen in the city. So this is kind of like rules what to do when getting mugged. Getting mugged? Just say no. Your robber legally cannot take your possessions without your consent.
Aha.
Yeah, pursuant to the U.S. Penal Code, Section 213A1A.
I'm going to print this out and carry it around with me.
See,
Yeah,
we
that
need-
was
show
what we
it to
should
them.
do is make like laminated cards and hand them out to everybody.
There you go. That's a good idea.
this would have been perfect. Like if I was any smart, I would do like the G.I. Joe knowing's half the battle thing right here for the clip. You know,
Yeah.
remind me to make that clip for the stream. People in the chat, Ryan Cardinal says sounds legit. Yeah. Always ask for consent. That's
true.
what we preach here on the hard.
Say no to muggings.
Yeah, I mean, like, what are they gonna do? Shoot you? I mean, guns are illegal in Chicago.
Well, the thing is that, you know, I was getting a little bit of flack because people were saying that they would just hit you with the gun. But that unlocks an entire subset of other penal codes that they're going against. So, you know, you just stop them at the first one. No.
Yeah.
Right.
They go on to the next one. You got them. I mean, you just got them legally.
Exactly.
They're playing into your hand at that point.
Yeah.
24 Eyes says, of course, Chicago has issues. They have the strictest gun laws in the nation. Some of the for shizzle. At least ask them to use protection. Different kind of consent, brother.
Is that safety on?
Yeah. So the more you know, guys, always be, know what the laws are in your state. That's what I would say.
That's true.
So now that we have StreamYards accessible to us, we're going to do, we always do segments. If you guys have watched the show, we got food news. We got, Egypt news, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes subject of Egypt news, movie news. So I want to work on making some intros, like little 5-second intros for those for when we go in between those segments. But yeah. Eric says put a rubber over that Beretta.
There you go.
That'll work.
You don't know where that bullet's been.
So here we'll get into food news. Now, this was something Brandon dropped to me last week.
I don't even remember what it is.
Our boy Aerith from Aerith Saga posted this up. Said maybe if we stopped being mean to each other, things like this would come back. Ninja Turtles Hostess Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle pies filled with vanilla. I can only assume that says pudding.
Yeah, it's got to be pudding.
I really hope.
Look at he's eating one right there. It's got the vanilla pudding coming out of it in his hand.
What's yellow?
Right. Yeah, it's the vanilla pudding.
Now you talk about this because I'm gonna see if there's video of someone eating this on YouTube.
Like a new old stock. Somebody cracks one open 25 years later, right?
I've had one of those.
You have?
Yeah.
You have?
Yeah.
Is it like
anybody who didn't had an awful childhood?
I've never encountered this.
This is the greatest thing next to the WWF ice cream bars.
It's like
that was it, man. There was nothing else you need.
It's like the era of Ecto Cooler High C.
So you cut into this, and what is it?
It's just green, if I remember correctly. It's just like green pudding.
Well, I
That's
found
what it tastes like. I mean, if you've had like one of the chocolate pudding Hostess things that they used to have, it's like that, but with the vanilla. It's just green, but with vanilla pudding.
Well, here's the thing. It looks like.
Is that like
Hostess
cake?
makes those? But maybe they do. But the cherry pies, where it's like
right.
the empanada thing. That's
Yeah,
what it looks like to me.
Yeah,
they have regular chocolate ones and regular vanilla ones that it's just like chocolate and vanilla pudding. This is just like it's like when they did the Ghostbusters movie with the chicks. They did the Twinkies with the green filling. It's just a different. They just dyed it.
Dan in the chat says they were gross.
I don't really remember that. I just remember I really wanted them because I was huge into Ninja Turtles back then.
They look really gross.
Yeah, let's see.
They're amazing.
But they
youngsters
might
have
be
no
amazing.
clue.
I ate something similar to this weekend we can get into, but let's go here.
Okay, so that was icing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, I wonder if this is how passion for drawing feels all the time. Feels so old watching this.
Look at that. And it's filled. It's not vanilla pudding. It's mutagen. That's what it said.
Oh,
that makes sense.
Sounds about right. Yeah.
Yeah.
excellent.
Alan in the chat, Hal Comic shouts to him. Boston cream pie with green frosting, if he remembers correctly.
There you go.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I had this thing. I just sent the picture to Phil. We went to the Illinois State Fair over the weekend, and they had a Wisconsin cheese truck there selling Wisconsin cheese items, right? And then one of them was fried and battered cheddar cheese cubes. They were not cheese curds. They made it very specifically told you that they were not cheese curds. It was like cheddar cheese cubes, deep fried. They were pretty good. And then I had this thing called a Swiss and rye, and it was it tasted like a grilled cheese sandwich. It was very, very unusual. It was basically this thing, but not green.
Right.
But instead of the pudding inside, it was melted Swiss cheese.
There it is.
And I ate one on Saturday, and then I had one on Sunday, and it was delicious. It was basically a corn dog, but instead of a hot dog inside, it was a giant thing of Swiss cheese. Yeah. It was a really big thing of Swiss cheese. They cut it, and the cheese was like half-inch thick, and then however big.
You're exciting Brian here in the chat. He's getting very excited. It says Jesus is.
I have the picture. Yeah, it was delicious. I forewent a second corn dog. I was going to get a corn dog on Sunday, and I was like, I'm going to have another one of those Swiss and ryes. These things are crazy. And then I didn't eat anything else for like 5 hours.
You're welcome, Brenda. Just, living the dangerous life out there.
Oh, somebody's got to do it.
Do it for the hardline, right? Do it for the line. Speaking of food, more food news. Big updates happening in the world. Everybody remembers, knows, and probably frequents their local, good old-fashioned, Latin-designed Taco Bell, right? It kind of looks like it's from Latin America, like a little Aztec Mesa Pueblo.
I'm gonna look up the older Taco Bell.
There's an older Taco Bell?
Yeah.
When do you think this Taco Bell came into circulation?
That was like the 90s one, right?
90s Taco Bell.
Yeah, and they used to do human sacrifices on top.
Now that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's how they get that meat, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So everybody loves Taco Bell. They're doing this new thing though. This is the new look for Taco Bell coming into the future. Look at this. Seems like total drive-through Taco Bell.
Yeah, this is crazy.
This looks like something out of the video game Saints Row, if you guys ever played that. All purple. Of course, people are going to think of Demolition Man.
Of course.
Futuristic Taco Bell. But it's a freaking bank. Does the food really come in like an elevator, like a dumbwaiter?
I guess so. I'm upset about the divergence of timelines that we're not going toward the super fancy sit-down restaurant Taco Bell, and now we're going through drive-through only.
Well, maybe that's after this.
So they have kind of like how there's Panda Express restaurants, and then there's like China Panda, right? China Panda is like the fancy sit-down one.
Yeah, maybe. I mean,
I've never seen one.
Who knows? Who knows what's going on here? But
I put the old Taco Bell in the private chat.
What this looks to me is it looks like the kitchen is upstairs up here.
That's true. I didn't even think about that. I thought it was more like a bank.
Yeah.
The building.
No, it looks like there's tables in these windows. It looks like their food is prepared upstairs, and then you get dumbwaitered down through the drive-through there.
Yeah.
I think they just drop it and you pick up the slop at the bottom.
You insert your feed bucket and then stuff just pours down.
What is this? Has anybody eaten at one of these?
I'm sure
This is
That's
amazing.
before my time. Yeah, passion.
Passion.
Passion for drawing knows about this?
I think he was the first customer at that one.
This one. This is
First in
crazy.
line.
This looks like a Pepe haze. You know, something like that you'd think of authentic. And it probably back then was much more authentic than it is now.
I watched a thing about it, about how the guy wanted to open like a hot dog stand, but it kept failing. And then so he opened up with his buddy, the first Taco Bell, and then him and his buddy split. And then the other guy went and opened up Del Taco.
Oh yeah. So
What a
we have a guy
loser.
in the chat that says some were left around in the 90s.
Yeah.
So some people in the chat have been to a Taco Bell like this. I thought this was great. Dan says that those aren't dumb waiters. You have to climb in.
It takes you up to the top.
That takes you up there.
Come and get it, you
Right.
slob.
Dude, Dan's thinking outside the bun.
Yeah.
It's just like crossovers like American Gladiators.
I'd watch
You got
that.
Turbo at the top there. Like, you want your crunchy tacos? Come get them.
You get a fight.
Work those legs, Chunky.
Thunderdome style.
Dude, I would totally be down for that. I'd buy stock in that Taco Bell.
Yeah, I would support that.
Yes.
A Taco Bell.
So for this one, Shelby says that there's some that look like this in Albuquerque still. That's what he says.
That's cool. Hopefully they last. Like over here, we have a really old looking McDonald's and a really old looking Burger King with the arches. Even when Burger King had the arches too.
There's a abandoned restaurant that I think used to be a Taco Bell that looked like that.
Yeah,
in our
It's
town.
just a Mexican restaurant. Huh?
It there's nothing in there. It's just a dilapidated old building.
Oh, that's
This
too bad.
one
You should
might
buy
work.
it and open up a Mexican restaurant.
Yeah.
Shelby wants to know, what year did Taco Bell food become a laxative?
I think that's government need to know information right there.
Next year, where he'll have the documents
Yeah,
about that.
that's right. They'll be released with the UFO files.
People are sad that it's not going the Demolition Man way. You know? But eventually we'll get that Demolition Man.
It's coming.
I think since the pandemic's going on now, Taco Bell is morphing into this now no contact with each other system. That's what that was, right?
Yeah.
You don't even have to talk to someone face to face or hand money off. But
Yeah.
then once everything's done, it's going to be a full on contact. We're going to have another, gangbang mountain like the 70s. Everybody's going to be, boarding with each other. And we'll probably won't even have.
Well, I think you're a bit confused. That only happens
You're
at
not
those
gonna have
furry parties
currency.
at your arcade.
The currency is going to be just, favors for each other, if you know what I'm saying.
Time with each other.
Yeah. So that's when the Demolition Man waiters at Taco Bell is going to come back. It's going to be a high society restaurant.
You know, when you go into Walgreens and then you're about to leave, they say "be well," just like in Demolition Man.
Is that true?
That is true. Yeah, that's weird.
Right.
Be well.
Yeah. Yeah. See, the chat's got it. Full contact burrito sports.
There we go.
Yeah, you order your food, they hand you the bag, and then they just stick your tongue down your throat. That's how it goes.
Yeah. That's how it's going to be now. All right. Yeah. Speaking of food, someone that likes food very much, we got a new project coming up in the future. This awesome sneak peek, Passion for Drawing is doing a new coloring book.
Why did you bring up that he likes food very much?
There's a good segue from the food segment into Passion for Drawing.
I see how it is.
Yeah.
Now he's not in the chat.
Yeah, he
Just
couldn't
leave him
even
on.
hear my rib.
He's
But,
not even here to defend himself.
I'm sorry,
I told you he
Passion.
refused to be on the first show. He DM'd me. He's like, no.
I guess so.
Didn't want to be on the
Him,
furry show.
Joe,
Well,
Sim, they're all
we're
refusing to
talking
be
about
on
his
here.
book on the furry show. So
Yeah.
Passion got his start doing a coloring book a few years ago at Comicsgate, and now he's doing another one. He did his fantasy coloring book, and now he's doing his more adult coloring the undead horror stuff. Looks awesome. Beautiful cover by Howl Comics, who's in the chat right now. So shout outs to him. And he's doing this cool zombie pencil case.
And a little bit of behind the scene, he actually modeled for that pouch.
The pencil case, yeah.
Oh, that was him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see it.
You can tell by the worm coming out of
the worm coming out of his eye.
Yeah. So look out for that, guys. It's going to be really cool. Shout outs to Passion and his kick-ass coloring book and that awesome cover in pencil.
And the companion book.
Yeah, there's going to be a companion book with it as well. I didn't see a picture with that of that though.
Yeah.
Howl Comics is the zipper on the top is genius.
I think the zipper on the bottom was causing a lot of problems because of the gravity. Like all the pencils and stuff were falling out. So they had to put the zipper at the top.
I think you suggested that, if I remember.
Right. They had no way of solving the issue. I said, well, if we put the zipper on the top, it kind of correlates with the zombies' stitches anyway. So it worked out.
Oh, that's perfect. We're doing something different here this week. Some car news. I don't know if anybody's going to care about this and how many.
Dude, if nobody cares about this, I'm going to be pretty mad.
Which video should I show first?
I don't know. I thought there was just going to be a picture. I didn't know there was going to be a video.
Well, you sent me that video. You didn't want to watch
that was the video, but I mean, I just figured you were going to show pictures.
No,
it's correlated. It works in well with Magic Cop too.
Right.
And that stupid futuristic 80s taco ball.
Yeah. So back when did the first Countach come out? So
like the late 70s.
The Lamborghini Countach was before the Diablo. Everybody's favorite Hot Wheels car, as you can see here in Miami Vice, this car chase between the Lamborghini Countach and Don Johnson's Ferrari. This was the hot car back in the day. When you'd see a supercar, this was just the super status symbol before the 90s. You know, the Diablo came out then, took top speed. But this is just such
better hide that knife.
Yeah. So look at this. This is so cool.
Notice how that's a different car, though.
Yeah, they switched the cars up in this scene. But the Countach is coming back, and the Countach roughly translates to what, Brandon, in Italian? Translates to what?
It's like,
Yeah, it's like
right. Yeah.
So this is the new Countach that they just unveiled. Taking it to the next level, doing a little throwback.
They should have had an old one next to it.
Yeah, that would have been cool. But they should throw a spoiler on this too.
They should. Do you remember? I don't know if you remember this. There was a version of it with a front spoiler.
No, like at the
You never saw
bottom.
that?
At the bottom?
No, on the front, on the top.
I've never seen that. People in the chat, Eric Hutfuls says it should be called the Countach. I agree. Yeah, everybody's jumping on this Countach. Shane Davis would drive the Countach. Yeah.
I'm gonna put it in the private chat thing here.
New Babe of the Week this week is the Countach.
Yeah, dude, Countach could take Babe of the Week here.
Oh, dude, look at the interior. It's so cool.
Yeah, the taillights are crazy awesome. The interior, you know, my problem with these new supercars is that they're not stick shifts. They're soulless. Yeah, Countach right here. Perfect. But yeah, it's a cool looking car.
Same look like the Pantera.
It does look like the Pantera. But it's that wedge shape, you know.
Yeah,
it's cool.
So
I like what they're trying to do here.
we didn't lose any viewers. I appreciate that, everybody.
It's good. Everybody loves the Countach. Put the picture up.
What picture?
In the private chat thing. Made famous in the movie Cannonball Run or Cannonball Run 2. The two hot chicks driving around in the Countach with the front spoiler on it.
That's so weird.
And the car, that was not like an aftermarket accessory. There was versions of the car that came like that.
You can get it like that, huh?
I guess so. Yeah.
Everybody watch Cannonball Run.
Yeah. Ridiculous movies.
It got a little jealous of Tom Selleck's mustache.
Yeah, had to get it done.
Yeah.
People like sexy cars. There you
People
go.
do like sexy cars. You know what? They're missing out on a couple of things. The big spoiler on the back.
Yeah.
And the pop-up headlights.
These ones. Oh, they do have pop-up
It
headlights.
does have pop-up headlights. Yeah.
These look
They can't do them anymore because of the stupid safety regulations. But
stupid. But they did the kind of grates behind the side windows, which is cool. So look out for this. If you guys want to pre-order the Countach, they're all sold out. So yeah,
they're all already sold out.
Already sold out. Wait a little bit. All right. I don't know if you. I think we talked about this during movie news a while ago. Let me see what the chat has anything left to say about this. Brian says the only cars I could get excited about: '57 Chevy and TV cars, like the Munster Mobile.
Dude, the Dragula.
Dragula
Monsters. Yeah, or the Monkeys Mobile.
The damn spoiler doesn't let you see what you're hitting.
That was the idea, I think. You have that plausible deniability.
Yeah, of course. So, did we talk about Brendan Fraser's big comeback?
Did we today?
No. In past episodes, I can't remember. Because he's scheduled to be making his big comeback. You know, he was in Doom Patrol. That was kind of like his first thing that he was back on. He plays the voice of Robot Man in Doom Patrol. He also see his butt in like the first 2 minutes of episode 1 when he's banging some chick in a trailer.
Yep, he's back, everyone.
He's back. But you know, I recently just watched The Mummy. It's awesome. Fan favorite film from was it '99? Great movie.
Monkey Bone.
Monkey Bone wasn't that great. But you got George of the Jungle. You got Airheads.
Yeah.
You got Encino Man.
Encino Man. Blast from the Past.
Blast from the Past is a great movie.
Blast from the Past was awesome. Bedazzled.
God, he's got a great catalog. I mean, there's some bad movies in there, but he's got some fantastic movies too.
Yeah, people are loving it. You know, he's got a great catalog, like you said. And then he got blacklisted from Hollywood because he wouldn't do favors for a male producer. All right,
Is that what happened?
Yeah, he got blacklisted because of that stuff, and then his wife divorced him. I think.
What?
As well. Yeah, I don't know why. Dan says, but he's fat now. Yeah,
we all make it. We all make it. You just got to put the time in.
Yeah, what I was thinking about this, I'm like, just cast him in a movie. Like, do a Mummy again and pay him a bunch of money just to lose weight, you know, and get into shape. Even if I had the money and I wasn't even going to make him money, I would just pay him to get back into shape, you know, if I had a bunch of money just for himself. So this popped up recently. I think he was doing like a fan online convention. You could see him, and this spurted a great new meme. All right,
Oklahoma. That's better.
I love it. I love it.
I'm going to work with Scorsese and Leo and Bob De Niro.
Yes, I saw. Congratulations. That's so
Thank you.
exciting.
I think I might be sick. A little anxious.
No.
I mean, it's going to be fun.
You got this. You've got this.
Got it.
Just know that the internet is so behind you. We're so supportive. There are so many people out there who love you, and we're rooting for you, and we can't wait to see what you do next.
Shucks, man.
good guy, Brendan Fraser.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
He's a good guy. You know,
great taste in hats.
Yeah, I think he owns a ranch. Look at that hat. Nice hat, Brendan.
Thanks. I'm wearing it for Brendan Fraser in solidarity.
And so that, you know, the internet went full force into Brendan Fraser this week, making some great memes. This one being one of my favorites. Maybe we'll get some better ones. Of course, Lord of the Rings. If you'll take this, Michael Beacon.
We don't want any more visitors, well-wishers, and distant relations. How about very old friends? Brindolf!
Everybody's happy to have Brendan Fraser back. And us here at the Hardline, especially myself, we're happy to have him back.
Yeah, some people just get a bad deal, you know.
Yep.
But no fault of his own, I'm
Just
sure.
like Ryan Cardinal says, Brendan Fraser got a raw deal when his wife took him to the cleaners.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but he's back. I'm excited to see what he's going to do. Excited that he's back. So hail Brendan Fraser.
I thought Doom Control was going to be his big comeback.
Well, I mean, I'm sure that led to this, right?
Maybe.
I hope so. Speaking of taking women taking the guys to cleaners.
This better be literal.
To go into the cleaners. Now listen to this. This is a great story. Let's just listen. I think you saw this, Brian.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I sent this.
Has been forced to block dozens of calls after her ex-partner allegedly took her phone number and plastered on poles here around the CBD, telling people to call up and impersonate Chewbacca for a chance to win $100.
This would be the most childish breakup I've ever had. Like, all he had to do was mature and go, I don't love you anymore, I want to move on.
The calls have been waking her and her 3 young children up at odd hours in the evening, and they're yet to stop.
I won $500.
Well, I'm getting phone calls at really strange hours of the night, about 1 o'clock till 4 o'clock.
Forced to call back the wannabe Wookiees and tear down the posters.
I like it. That's a good. That's good.
That guy is thinking on an entirely different plane.
Yeah, Brendan Fraser should have done that. You know,
There you go.
That would have been awesome. And that's so good. It's such a great idea.
Yeah,
Hopefully she deserves it.
let's hope. One can hope.
But we're only getting one side of the story. She probably does.
Yeah. We're all going to assume that she does.
People are digging it. Yeah. So, guys, what else is going on with crowdfunding? How's your campaigns going? We do have Babe of the Week, which we'll get to shortly, but I wanted to talk a little updates about our projects. We talked Magic Hop. It's still shipping out. After the stream ends here, we're going to be packing up books probably until midnight. And tomorrow, I'm going to be shipping some more stuff off. And we had some. I could show you guys something kind of cool. What's his name? So this past Friday, Neil, how do you say his last name? Neil Towski?
No,
Yes.
Hutfuls.
No, not Hutfuls. The creator of Shadow Sentry, Ace. How do you say his name? Eric Neil Towski, right?
And then Oltowski, yes.
There you go. So he does this. You guys should sub to Eric's channel because he does a Fan Art Friday giveaway. So he'll start up the stream, and the first person in the chat to say a character that they want to see him draw, he'll draw it, and then he'll send it to you, which is amazing. So this Friday, I was sending out books in the morning before I went to work, and just got the notification and hopped on, and he did this awesome silhouette piece for me, and he's sending that over. Check that out.
Wow.
So
that's really
Yeah, man, that's it.
yeah, great pose. I love the blasts in the air. So cool. You guys are going to see much more of this character in the Lost Pages too. So check that out. Sign up for the mailing list. We're going to be launching it soon after we get Magic Cop out to everybody. But yeah, he killed it on this. He does super, super cool 90s style action. You know, the Shadow Sentry stuff, all the poses. Just really badass. And he's a big fan of Grifter, so I'm like, you know, guy with 2 guns. This is gonna be a perfect character for him to draw.
The shots are like every statue of Gambit where there's a card in the air.
Yeah,
and there's like 5 cards.
That motion. Yeah, I love that.
That's pretty cool.
That's cool. We got a big question from the chat. Bullet Ninja says in the chat, what happened in Egypt? News about Egypt? This week there hasn't been really any Egypt news, has there, guys?
I didn't have any. I didn't even have any weird UFO news. I had that lizard eye person.
At least we
See, mainstream archaeology has joined up with, the vast conspiracy to keep us, on the low. But the news will come out, people. You just got to keep hammering them, keep asking questions, and keep, supporting the movement.
Yeah, and keep tuning into the Hardline because we do talk about Egypt news a lot. Last thing we did was the Pythagorean theorem news, where it was much older than the actual invention or discovery of it. Howl Comic says, "Did Egypt dry up?" I need a height
Very nice.
and snare right there. Good job, Alan.
You need the boop 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 boop.
That's the one we need. Yeah. But what do you guys? What's going on with your guys' campaigns? Ace and Mark.
Yeah, I'm sending off the PDFs to the print tomorrow. We were a little late getting our edits back last week, so we didn't get to it this week. I'm sorry, last week, but we're gonna definitely send it in tomorrow. So I'll be getting that back, getting those shipped out probably towards the end of the month, and then start shipping those out to backers.
Yeah, that's super
awesome.
exciting. So another book going to print, guys. Check out Grave Robbers. Someone could post the link in the chat here. Awesome book, Cowboys and Monsters. A bunch of monstrous bounty hunters tracking down some evil dudes. Lots of gore, tons of blood, tons of action. Passion for drawings, art, kick-ass colors. I just can't wait for this one, man. I'm so excited.
Thank you.
That it's going to print.
Yeah,
awesome.
I'm excited to get it out to people, man. It's going to be a great book.
Everybody jump on that. That's sick. All right, what about you, Ace?
Yeah, thankfully, thanks to everybody, we were over the 200 backers mark and the 7K mark. So thank you, everybody. Those were two big goals I was wanting to hit before the campaign closed. Now you have about 15 more days before the Ace Volume 1 closes for good. August 31st, midnight Eastern. Everything gets shut down. Contact Indiegogo, and you won't be able to get this version of the Ace probably until maybe ever, really. I'm still not sure if I'm gonna actually reprint this version with this cover. It might be for another cover. So if you're a fan of the character, you got some original art from Canales, got a couple sketch cards from Vic King. Now's your chance to jump on it, because once it's gone, it's gone. I don't play around, so there'll be no extensions. Once it gets closed, it gets closed. So
I was watching the chat this weekend, Leroy's show, and they were talking about best books, like the rankings of the books that they backed this year. And Jim Cox was in that chat, and he had Ace on his list as 9 or something. So
that's awesome.
Nice.
The Ace, it was on there, along with some awesome other ones. So jump on the Ace. All the links are down below in the description. But let's get on to the moment of truth, everybody. The babe of the week. We got Rob in the chat. Let's see. He said something. He said that I go to
Fill Rob's graves to find dates.
Hey, look at that.
But don't dates grow on trees?
Dates do grow. Dates.
I think it's like a tree or a bush. It's not like a peanut or a potato, in the ground.
It's not. I thought they
well,
were.
definitely digs for bush.
Who digs for bush?
That reminds me of a Rob Zombie song.
A guy digs for bush.
Girls and Graves, something like that.
Oh, I see.
The Rob Graves to find girls to fall.
You're not talking about former President George H.W. Bush?
No, definitely not.
Oh.
Better not be a furry. I think he's talking about. Yeah, there's no furries in Babe of the Week.
Not yet.
Not yet.
You
But
double
my
check?
DMs are open. If you guys want to suggest anyone for Babe of the Week, just hit me up. Dates grow on palm trees. Well, let's get to this. All right, people. Let's get this. Of course, we're going to start with the reigning champion. A new picture this week of the great Elizabeth Hurley.
I mean, come on, people, give it
This
up.
is
She's
like a
been keeping
Renaissance
us.
painting.
Yeah, she's been keeping us fed all year long. You know, her Instagram does not disappoint.
Like, you could replace the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel with this piece here,
It
and nobody
really
would notice the difference.
It really does remind you of the birth of Aphrodite, right? Or the birth of Venus.
Yeah,
I can
there's
see
a
that.
lot going on here.
So,
Guys, can someone please time out Rob in the chat? He's out of control.
Overrated.
Oh,
You know, one of our mods just, you know.
My question is, how deep is this pool? Because it doesn't look very deep.
no, not at all. Just deep enough so she could float.
Yeah, what is going on here?
Yeah, everybody's all about Liz Hurley. No, but this is very, like you said, very Renaissance. You know, painting.
That's great. You could probably throw the Fibonacci spiral over it.
Just
And-
perfect equal symmetry to this picture.
Yeah, we'll have to try that afterward.
You do what you have to do, Herrick. You know, I appreciate it. Rob must have poor vision. Let's see. All right, so that is the first that is up. I don't really know how to. Here we go. And then the next one.
Oh man, I thought you were going to comment.
No. The next one.
Oh my god!
Now you could count this as J-Lo or this image. Okay.
The image is hilarious.
The story it tells, as you can see here, this guy tweeted out, enjoying myself touching a butt. Then I remember the instances of regret in my life. And you scroll over, just staring off into the abyss.
And that I've caused other. My favorite meme with this one was, you know how sad Ben Affleck is when not even J-Lo's butt can cheer him up.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's something.
He's got a lot of demons, I'm sure.
I mean, have you seen his back tattoo?
No, I've not. I didn't know he had a back tattoo.
Yeah, it's of
It's a
a
list of all of
phoenix.
his
You haven't
demons.
seen it?
No, I didn't see it.
Ben Affleck. Affleck. Back tattoo.
American Discord has sent a DM to Zaid Comics.
I hope it's to me.
I'll check the Zaid Comics.
So yeah, everybody get your vote in between what did they call her back in the day? The couple?
Baffleck.
Not Baffleck. What was it? Jen Fleck?
Yeah, Jen Flo.
Jen Flo? All right. All right. Is it Jen Flo?
It's a Beanie.
Or does here's his back tattoo.
Was it Benifer? Oh, that's
Ben-
horrible.
Benifer. I forgot about Benifer. Right.
That's absolutely horrible.
I'm checking DMs right now.
It was not to Zaid Comics.
This guy's
Low
sending
flag.
multiple memes.
Gin flow sounds like a laxative.
It does. It really does.
Jen Flo for your health.
Talk to your doctor about Genflow.
So what are we saying, guys? Is Liz Hurley taking it? Let's get a 1 for Liz Hurley in the chat, a 2 for what
I
is
mean,
it?
there's a lot better pictures of Jennifer Lopez out there.
But this one's the
There really
funniest. This is the funniest one. We'll tally those up, and then we got some great memes from our on the scene correspondent Shelby Robertson. So we'll pull those up later. What with Phil liking grandmothers?
Grandmother's what?
I don't know. Yeah, grandmothers. That's right. Grandmothers what? His
He
back
wasn't
tattoo is
there,
an
no.
anime shirt.
It isn't. Yeah. Oh man, that's so true.
We didn't get any numbers in the chat for voting for this.
I think people are
it's
too
just so
distracted
funny.
by that awful back tattoo to vote. That means that Liz Hurley automatically moves on.
The Liz Hurley pick it's a really good picture.
Let me get some water.
Yeah,
Kinda
Passion
not
was
fair.
here. He talked about all the filters used and how she wasn't actually in a pool. The water was photoshopped.
The pool's only
you
6
know.
inches deep.
Yeah.
It doesn't count.
All right, we got Baz in the chat. What's up, Baz? You're just in time.
All right, Baz will have to break the tie here of 0-0.
Baz, if you're still in the chat, we need a 1 or 2 from you in the chat.
Crazy Matt already broke the tie. We're good.
Baz is gonna. If I know Baz, he's gonna go Latina here.
That's true. J-Lo or Liz Hurley. Well, it's fine. Let's pull up these memes while the people in the chat discuss.
While the judges count the votes.
Yeah. Here we go. This is a way to rid out furry artists, okay?
To weed them out?
Yeah, to weed them out. It says you could always tell if an artist was a furry or not by asking them to draw a dog. This one's not drawn by a furry, and this one's drawn by a furry.
I could see that. But here's the thing. On the furry one, he doesn't have like a perfectly toned ass.
Yeah, that's true. But he's on his way to becoming a furry.
That's true. Yeah, I guess it checks out.
Tentacle in the chat's giving us a big one. So sounds like Liz wins again.
Dude, Bass chose J-Lo. I was right.
Hail Baz. So last night, was this last night? I went to the movies.
Yeah, it was yesterday. I come home from a weekend-long vacation.
Right.
I have bags in my hands.
Right.
And I'm ringing the doorbell.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, are these guys going to make me put all these bags down and get keys out of my backpack to unlock this door? And then, yes, that's exactly what happened. And then I go inside and there's nobody home.
Yeah, we weren't home. We were at the movies. Okay. It was the 50th anniversary of a movie, classic movie, one of my top 5 favorite movies from 1971. Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory.
Chocolate Factory. And
Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. I've never seen the movie, but no, it's a great movie. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. So I went. We got Boob Dan in the chat. Hail Dan Plagle. What's up, brother?
Oh,
yeah. So
Boob Dan, where you been? I'm still waiting for Goblin Girl.
Yeah, everybody's asking about Boob Dan.
Calm down, friend. It's coming.
So I went to see Willy Wonka, and this is a perfect meme for that. You know, we saw it in the theater. Grandpa Joe says, "What the hell is that?" It's a word piece of shit. So we'll leave you with that meme. It's a good one.
Yeah, Grandpa Joe, bedridden for 20 years. Right? Hasn't moved in 20 years.
Right.
Doesn't know the meaning of the phrase muscular atrophy. Gets up and does a full dance routine.
Yeah.
And then does a full 5K walk around tour of a chocolate factory the next day.
He does front flips while drinking fizzy lifting drinks.
Right. You know, this guy's I gave up tobacco. No, this guy's out working the streets at night when everybody's asleep with his tobacco.
His tobacco addiction.
Nobody believes this guy hasn't walked in 20 years.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, and Shelby has the big secret. The sequel, if you guys want to watch the sequel to Willy Wonka, go watch Snowpiercer.
That's true.
Direct sequel.
You know, I watched that movie not knowing the conspiracy theory, and I came to that same conclusion independently and then saw the conspiracy theory online. And I was like, wow, that's so true.
That is good. All right, guys. I mean, that's the end of the show. It's been a good.
It seems like Elizabeth Hurley won again this time.
Yeah, it was a landslide.
But you stacked the deck. That was a really bad picture of Jennifer.
It's always rigged, Brandon. You should know that.
It was a good picture though. It was a really good picture. Everybody sign up for the Lost Pages 2. You get some awesome free art. You get a chance to win it. Some Dan Plagle art, some Howl Comics art.
Who the hell's Kylie?
Show Grandpa his Coke finger. Show Grandpa.
Pandemonium recommended early 2000s Kylie Minogue.
Yeah, everybody's talking about Kylie Minogue.
Yeah, but it's got to be her now, right? It can't be like, here's the hottest specimen on Earth versus Elizabeth Hurley now.
Yeah, if you guys want to enter contestants into the Babe of the Week, please send me pictures of them with like, the name of the chick.
Within the past year,
Kylie
good quality
Minogue.
pictures, not photoshopped.
Yeah, no
From
photos.
Street Fighter the movie, Kylie Minogue.
Yeah. Dan says a couple pages away from finishing Goblin Girl. Everybody go check out Goblin Girl.
So I like to hear.
That's awesome. Check out Goblin Girl. Sub to Boob Dan's channel. Great guy, awesome, amazing artist. And we will see you guys next time. Okay, everybody?
We'll look up Kylie Minogue for next time. We'll get some.
Yeah, we'll
fresh
get our fact
pictures.
checkers on it, and they'll come back to us with
Stay tuned for the outro videos because they're the best part of the show.
Yes, not Bancroft's show because he's too busy to stream.
Yeah, we appreciate everybody being here. Hit that sub, hit that like, and we will see you guys throughout the week. And see you later, everybody.
Remember when you were making your first girlfriend, and you came right as you touched your leg? It was me, Barry. I jerked you off at super speed, so it seemed like you nutted at just a woman's touch.
I got you a gift. I know it's a little bit early, but it just came in. No, it just came in. I figured I'd give it to you now.
What's this?
It's Big Chungus.
What is Big Chungus?
Do you like it?
I don't even have a PS4. What is Big Chungus? Is this a joke?